What's up, YouTube? It's Boston Spoofing coming at you on a very cold Friday morning here from Boston. Chilly, chilly, chilly. That is the word of the day, chilly. So, if I did this right, if I looked at the calendar, if I was able to do my math, today's Friday, yesterday was Thursday, which means Creature Commandos wrapped up. So, I had done one video on episodes 1 and 2 back when they aired. I hadn't done any other videos on Creature Commandos. I decided that I was just going to let the show wrap up and do a whole overview of the show. Next year, I think we're going to do an episode by episode video review. But here's the thing. The first 2 episodes didn't wow me. I wasn't like in love with the show. And I wasn't sure I was going to continue watching it. And I didn't want to get on here and just bash it for the sake of bashing it, you know? So I gave episode 3 and 4 a chance. I forget which order it went. Chasing Squirrels, the one with Weasel, that was I think 4, and I think GI Robot was 3. I might have them mixed up. GI Robot, that was a very good episode. That had gotten me kind of like hooked to watch the next episode, and then the Weasel Chasing Squirrels episode broke me. That Weasel episode, that broke my heart. That shattered into like a trillion little pieces, million pieces. It was one of those episodes that, you know, when you're watching something sad and you're home and you watch it by yourself, you ever sit back and go, wow, I was happy I'm alone watching that. I'm happy I wasn't with friends or on public at a theater or anything watching that. Like, you're happy to be home in private watching. Yeah, that's what it was for me with that Weasel episode. Oh, heartbreaking. So the show overall was really, really good, especially once you start to get really know the characters. And in the end, going back and looking at it, I loved each episode. It was perfect. And this video, by the way, will contain some spoilers. So keep in mind that if you haven't watched any of the episodes, especially the finale, I'm going to have a giant spoiler on the finale when I get to that. So keep that in mind, please. So, you know, before you got to know all the characters, it was kind of weird. You know, I was looking at it, I was like, wow, this is just a knockoff Suicide Squad. This is a stupid Halloween knockoff Suicide Squad, stuff like that, you know. And it still kind of is to an extent, but it was so entertaining. I'm finding that I want to see a live action Creature Commandos. I'm starting to really get invested in some of these characters. The Bride is probably now my favorite human character. I love Weasel. Weasel is my number one. That I love Weasel. That dude, creature, whatever he is, rabbit, whatever, raccoon, Weasel, you know. My favorite, just utterly my favorite. Much like Rocket Raccoon is one of my favorite characters in the MCU, Weasel is one of my favorite characters in the DCU. After Weasel, I really like The Bride. So here comes one of the big spoilers for the finale. So I have been really liking The Bride. I find her comical in a way. She's such a badass, but yet I find her very entertaining, very funny, even when she's not necessarily trying to be funny. So when she just shoots Frankenstein right on the spot, doesn't even think about it, that was, to me, I laughed. That was hilarious. You know, he shows up, he's in love with her, he's gonna win her over, and she's just gonna like all over them, and then she just like literally blows him away the minute he gets there. So that was, to me, hilarious. And then sticking with the same course, when she gets nailing on is the Princess Chambers. Spoiler. Just that final speech she has when she goes, I know who you are, I know what you were gonna do, I know that you and Clayface were together, you know, I know you're evil, I know you're bad, I know the future scenes of you are true, I know what we've seen in the future is true, but that's not why I'm gonna kill you, that's not why I'm about to take you out, you know. And she looks at her, and it's because you killed Nina. And, you know, seeing Nina go was sad, but, you know, as soon as you saw the Princess Sam going for a swim, and you saw the Commandos coming in, like, you kind of knew it was going to be up to Nina, and they just made her so innocent and kind of nice, and with a really tough, sad, tragic backstory, we kind of knew they were going to try to rip your heart out. I loved it. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. The show, for me, is for an animation show, it's a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 for animation. 10 out of 10. Just for overall entertainment, I find kind of hard to give cartoons 10 out of 10s when you compare them to live action. But you know, if you consider an overall, you know, maybe like an 8 out of 10. But if you're talking just animation, straight 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10. It's a watch. It's a watch. So glad I did, and it's been renewed officially for season 2, which I'm looking forward to. And we got our first DCU post-credit scene. So, as I just mentioned a few minutes ago, the bride unloads on Frankenstein. As soon as he gets there, she kills him. Well, he is Frankenstein, right? So the post-credit scene is simply him having some soup with an older woman, and you know, he will be part of season 2. Wicked excited for season 2. Very excited to see some of the new cast members. I do draw a blank on some of the names because I'll be honest, I am not very familiar with any of these characters. We have King Shark, who I'm a little familiar with because King Shark had a little bit of time on Flash, which got me, you know, kind of interested in King Shark and over there, so I know a little bit about him. But the rest of these characters are pretty new to me. I'll have to do some reading about them before season 2, and of course watching season 2. Overall, loved Creature Commandos. Definitely worth the view. Very curious to see what you all have to say about it. Let me know in the comments down below, or shoot me a message. Love talking to everyone about different comic book related things. All right, as always, please hit that like button. I appreciate when you do. And again, thank you so much for watching this video. I greatly appreciate it. And just a quick note, if you have watched me, are watching me, and you're in California, or you have friends and family in California, thoughts and prayers are with you all. Thinking about you, and I truly hope things start getting better out there sooner. Just know we're all thinking about you guys, and you know, that's all I can say. All right, I hope everyone has a good weekend, and I will talk to you a bit later. Peace.